Hey friends, it's Cindy back to do another review for 90 Day Fiance The Other Way. This is for season 2, episode 7. I'm not your baby. Alright y'all, so we are going to get into the hot mess of Brittany and Yazan. A mess. So last time we saw them, they were, Brittany had got to Jordan. You know, Yazan had blown up because she had hugged some camera crew people, and she also brought tequila to the country. She gets back to her hotel, he drops her off, and then he goes back home. So she's at the hotel, it's the next day, and she's just like, oh, Yazan is so annoying, you know, like, I don't even know how I ever should have come here. And then she also is like, but I do love him. I'm like, girl, no, you need to go. Like, he showed his true colors really quickly. He's just yelling at her face. I just feel like she should leave. Also, I already knew it was going to be a train wreck, and she has to tell him and his family that she still need to get her divorce. So why would you want to pile that on top of somebody that's already manipulative and controlling? I wouldn't want to do that, because a nice person, a normal nice person, would be highly upset that you're not divorced. Like, that, they would have all rights to. But this guy's like, no. He's not a good person, and she needs to go. So Yazan gets to Brittany's hotel to go pick her up because he wants to take her to visit his family. And he comes with flowers, and she's just like, oh yeah, sweet. I'm like, F them dang flowers. F him and F the flowers, girl. Like, oh God. Flowers are not enough, and you should not be bought that easily. Take a flight back home, Brittany. Dang. Then Yazan is like, oh yeah, yesterday I'm sorry, I was jealous, and I love you. And it's just like, at first, honestly, I couldn't even think of what he was jealous of, because I couldn't understand where there would be jealousy. I was like really confused. I'm like, jealous? What is he jealous of? And then I freaking figured out that he's jealous because she hugged another man. Like, is he serious? I can't. Like, things with him are just getting progressively worse by the second. So it's just not looking good, right? So then Brittany's like, oh, you know, like, I decided to just not really talk about the issue with him yelling at me in the car and getting upset about tequila and me hugging people, because, you know, he really did come in here with his tail between his legs. I'm like, girl, no, he didn't. He said, I'm sorry because I'm jealous, and gave you some yellow flowers. That's his tail between his legs? That's not his tail between his legs. That's not. He was not groveling. He was not begging. He did not say, I'm going to change my dumb ways. He didn't say none of that. He just said, I'm jealous. That's not, no. First of all, you're not going to be jealous of. And second of all, it's not good enough. So, yeah. Y'all see how I feel about Yazan. I don't like him. So they get in the car, and they're on their way to his parents' house. And Yazan did give her a hijab. And Brittany doesn't really want to wear it, but she says, all right, I will wear it for your family. So she does bring it with her in the car. And then they start discussing their argument again. And Yazan is just like, you know, you aren't supposed to be hugging men in this country. It's disrespectful. And then Brittany is like, yeah, but I'm American, so I would hug only American people. And if they were from Jordan, I wouldn't hug them. I would just, you know, listen to the customs, which I feel like is a normal, fair, you know, discussion. She's just like, okay, I can follow your customs with your people here. That's fine. I can respect that. I know you're Muslim. I don't want to like mess up the customs. But when it comes to Americans and me seeing them, our custom is like hugging. So I would do that. That seems like a very normal, plausible way to end this conversation. And still Yazan's like, no, you can't be hugging people, and I'm just jealous, and you're my baby, and all this other stuff. Like, and Brittany like, what? She getting so upset. Brittany starting to yell at him. She's like, no, because you're controlling. You think you tell me what I could do, and I'm not gonna be doing all this stuff you think I tell me I'm gonna do. Like, she's really noticing how much he wants to control her life. I feel like both of them did not reveal who they were. Like, Yazan didn't show how controlling he was, how much he wanted her to completely change her life once she got to Jordan. And Brittany, I didn't express really that she didn't want to convert to Islam, but she also is lying about her marriage. But who do I think is the worst person in this situation? Yazan, obviously, because he's controlling. So, and she tried to come up with a situation to compromise a very simple solution, and he's upset about it. Oh, I forgot. And what is crazy is, like, so Brittany's like, you don't love me if you want to do all this stuff. You don't love me if you want to control me. You know, you don't love me if you want to tell me everything I gotta do. And Yazan really said, oh, well, you don't love me if you don't want to change for me. Excuse him? Like, she moved her whole life across the country for you. And they may have customs and things in Jordan. I know he wants her to be Muslim. But the fact that he really tried to say that if she don't change, if she don't love him, he's this man. Like, I can't do it. If he really wanted all of these things to happen, he should have been discussed in detail with her, because I don't think she ever would even came over to Jordan if he would have said all this stuff in detail. So it's just like ridiculous. And when Yazan says like, oh, if you don't love me, if you don't change, Brittany was like, whatever then, you can go marry one of your cousins. I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, that cracked me up. It cracked me up because it seems like it's a low blow, or like she was trying to joke, but she not, because we do know that he said his parents wanted him to marry somebody that was in his family because his parents are actually related. So, I don't know, that was hilarious to me. I was like, oh shoot, Brittany, go off. But they arrive at Yazan's family's house, and things just get worse from here. So they get there, the father's kind of grilling, the mother's kind of grilling. They actually start off nice. They're like, oh, hey, Brittany. And the mother's like, oh, you're so beautiful. Let's stay beautiful forever. And, you know, blah, blah, hug, kissy, going well, going good. But then they speaking in their other language, and Brittany doesn't know what they're saying. And Yazan's father's like, listen, y'all need to get married right away. Y'all need to go to the court tomorrow and sign them papers and all this stuff. And Brittany's like, huh? So they explain to Brittany what's happening. Brittany says she wants to wait till her family to get there, because obviously she's not divorced. But they're upset about this whole she wants to wait. His mother just starts getting really angry. She's like, oh, it doesn't make any sense that you have to wait. And then the father's like, she has to delete her social media, and she has to delete everything in her life, or they're gonna call her a prostitute. I'm just like, oh gosh. And then Yazan's saying some things, and Brittany is kind of like going back and forth with him. And Yazan is like, yeah, because, you know, you're my baby or something. And Brittany's like, I'm not your baby. Can you stop saying that? And Yazan's mother gets so upset about this. She's like, oh, she don't like the way she talking. She's disrespectful. The man is the ruler. She don't say ruler, but close enough. He's the higher up person. She should be listening to whatever he say. And if Yazan say that she his baby, then she a baby. I'm like, excuse me? Nah, we're not doing this. If that's what she wants to do, if you want to obey your husband in that manner, that is her business to do. It is. I'm not judging you if that's what you want to do, lady. That's your business. But she can't tell Brittany what she wants Brittany to do. Brittany is Brittany, and she can decide that for her goddamn self. And the fact that she was getting so loud and being disrespectful was just ridiculous to me. It was so contradictory, because his mother was yelling at Brittany because she's saying Brittany's being disrespectful to Yazan. And Brittany wasn't being disrespectful at all. And Yazan's mother, on the other hand, was being hella disrespectful, yelling, standing up, like getting loud. It was ridiculous. If I was her, listen, we might have been fighting, because I just can't. I don't even care if I know what she was saying. You could just tell the hostility that was coming off that lady, and we might have been fighting. Yeah, we might have been fighting, because I wouldn't be able to do it now. I wouldn't be doing it. So, of course, this upsets Brittany. Brittany don't even know what they're even saying this stuff. Brittany don't know if they're like, oh, you gonna be a prostitute, and you gotta delete all your stuff. And Yazan's father even says, yeah, I don't even know why she worried about her family, because then, like, when she get married, this is the only family that matters. Everything they saying, I was just like, excuse me? Like, no. Like, this is not the only family that matters. Like, she still has a family. And I just think that they're being ridiculous. They don't want to have no type of compromise. They just want to do whatever they say. And no, it's not going to happen. And I'm just like, I can't. She needs to get away from these people, because no, it's not going to work. She does like leave out. She's crying because she don't even know what they saying. And she know they yelling. They're upset with her. So she crying and she leaves. And then Yazan's father says go after her. And Yazan goes after her. But like, this is not going to work. It's not. Then it's Biniam and Ariella. Last episode, Biniam and Ariella arrived in Ethiopia. I wanted to say Egypt, I don't know why. Yeah, Ariella arrived in Ethiopia, so they got to see each other again. And Biniam got to show Ariella the new apartment that he got for them. And is it a nice apartment? No, it's not. So she's upset about it. She's just like, oh, there's no, like, they have like a little shower, but it's like a bucket underneath. And the kitchen is not, it doesn't have a refrigerator, so she's upset about all of that. And look, listen, if I was trying to move somewhere in another country, sure, I would want a regular shower, and of course I would want a refrigerator. But the only thing I feel about Ariella and she's getting really upset about it, and she's just like, oh, I feel like Biniam just doesn't listen, and he didn't listen to things I needed, or he doesn't fully understand what I need. It's just like, I don't even think she expressed those things to him, because one, she keeps smiling all the time when he says stuff to her, and she just smiles and acts like it's fine and just throws little like hints and says a few things about it. But I feel like if you do that, nobody's gonna know what you want. Two, she also said that Biniam, like, she was used to not living in like the most luxury standards, or staying at when she saw him and when she slept with him and got pregnant. So it's just like, if you knew he didn't have the money to get a very expensive apartment with like a refrigerator or whatever you wanted, I'm trying to figure out, how did you think he was gonna get that out of nowhere? Like, to me, they don't add up. Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know how she thought he was gonna get that out of nowhere, you know? Like, you knew what he lived like, and you said it wasn't like what you were used to, and now it's like, whatever. You're like, oh, I've lived in a whole bunch of places where everything is not like in America, but now that I'm having a baby, it gotta be different. Okay, that's fine, but like, if you didn't express it to him, and also you can't expect it to change quickly when you knew what he was living like before you got there. So to me, it doesn't make any sense. But also, y'all know I don't like Ariella, but I really think that don't make no sense. So that's what's happening with them. And Ariella's mother's like, she goes to see the house, she doesn't like it. She's honestly getting on my nerves the whole episode. Ariella's mother's like, oh, there's garbage all over this place, and there's beggars. Like, I've been to countries that are poor, but this country is really poor. Like, lady, I'm gonna tell you why this is getting on my nerves. Like, okay, there's beggars. First of all, don't call people beggars. I think that's just a rude thing to say. And there's garbage. Have you been in New York City? Because I know I have. And there's homeless people lining the streets. You can go to areas where there's a good 10 of them sleeping on the floor, and you can see garbage piles in areas. So I just feel like when people come from America and they go to countries that have less money and are poorer, and they judge so much heavier than if they went somewhere, like they were in a poor area of the United States, or even in an area that's not poor. Like, New York City is not considered poor, but it has areas where there's a lot of homeless people, and there's garbage, there's rats in the streets, like there's rats in the train station. You know, it's like they don't even think about these things, and then they judge other countries so much, like they're so below them, and it gets on my nerves. So her mother was getting on my nerves the whole episode. So her being concerned about the baby being there, like in that apartment, that's not weird. But her judgmental statements about the entire town was getting on my nerves, okay? So she looks at the apartment. She's just like, oh, this looks terrible. And Ariella can't stay here. It's going to look like that. So Benny, I'm like, don't worry. I got y'all. I got a whole other apartment for us. I'm going to show y'all. I just got to fix it up a little bit. And then we're going to be in there. So he took them to the other apartment, and this apartment is better, it's bigger, it's more spacious, but it's a complete fixer-upper. Like, there's literally sheetrock on the floor. They don't have a stove. They don't have a refrigerator. There's like electrical things got to be added. The toilet doesn't flush. So there's a whole bunch of things that need to be fixed. But he do have a second apartment that he wants to show them. And they're walking up the steps to get to the apartment, and here Ariella mother go again. She's like, oh, it's no elevator. You ain't never been to a building with no elevator? Like, oh my God. You ain't living nowhere. Like, they have buildings that have been built. And they have been built a long time ago, so they have no elevators. You know, you'll walk up like 3 or 4 flights. That has happened to me in several places. So I'd like to know why she's being so annoying. You know, like, is there an elevator? Lady, those are outside stairs too. When has anybody had an outdoor elevator? Like, I need her to make it make sense for me. That's what I need her to do. It was outside stairs, like basically how you have a complex and you walk up steps. Have anybody ever seen an outdoor elevator in America? in that type of sense. Not like the ones that go into train stations, like that goes into your house. I don't understand. I need her to make sense for me. So this is why she's getting on my nerves, because she's being very judgmental and her statements don't even make sense. All right, I'm gonna calm down. I don't like them. I don't like Ariella or her mother, so they get me real heated. But Biniam is being a little ridiculous with the time frame. He's saying he can get this house done. He's like, I can get this done in 2 weeks. Boy, no, you cannot. That house is not going to be done in 2 weeks. So he needs to think about that, because he's not going to have that apartment done that fast. And if they don't, I don't know what's going to happen, honestly. All right, with Kenny and Armando, it's just Kenny is on his way still to Mexico. Like, is he ever going to arrive? How many episodes has he been on his way? Y'all got to stop playing with us. And Armando has got to the new apartment in Mexico. The apartment is really nice. Excuse me. And he's making his little arts and crafts gift for Kenny to come and see. I'm like, oh, that's cute. And it actually does turn out really cute. But then we just see Armando about to cry because he's waiting for Kenny. He's so happy he's going to be coming. And then we see Kenny about to cry. And he's so happy because he's going to see Armando when he gets there. So it's just them about to cry. They're going to meet each other again. Ooh. Yeah, them about to cry. They're going to see each other again for the first time in like 9 months. But that is it with them. Can they finally like get together in Mexico? Dang, y'all. TLC. Can they be together? All right, then it's Bummy Ji-hoon and Devin. I'm about to call it Devon. No idea why. That's probably because my notes say Dev. So Ji-hoon and Devin had an argument the previous episode because Ji-hoon basically admitted that he don't got no money, and that he basically tricked her and manipulated her into coming there just so he can have her be there. Because he a bum and he's done this before. And, you know, Devin is just like, I can't deal with you. When my mother leave, I'm out. F you and your bummy ways. And she walks away, right? So then we start the new episode with it that way. And basically Ji-hoon calls her to talk to her again. And he's like apologizing, saying he was being selfish and he shouldn't have did this. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we all know you shouldn't have did it, but like you did it and you're a bum and it's annoying. He's like, oh, I only had a part-time job because I could rest more. Okay, you got children. Like, everybody got to rest, but part-time? Nah, that's not enough. That's not enough. And so, no. And then he admits to Devin that he's giving his checks to his mother because he can't handle his money. He's a bum and like a baby. Like, I know there's people who have financial issues, but for him to not even be able to handle it, that he has to give it to his mother, yo, Devin was steaming. Because she's like, so you do have some money saved, but you didn't give it to me. And you made me use all of my money to move here and get us an apartment, you little piece of garbage? And he just sit there looking stupid. So Devin like, listen, I don't think I really want to be with you no more. And then she leave out. She's like, I'm out. And she goes stay at a hotel with her mother. And honestly, Ji-hoon didn't really take that too bad to me. He just sitting there looking like, oh, well, I guess you broke up with me. You know, he didn't like kid enough to me. But it's probably because in his little bummy head, he like, I could get her back and I'm gonna make her stay. I feel like in his head, he got this idea of how he gonna manipulate the situation again and get her to stay in South Korea. But I can't deal with him in his bummy ways. Like, he's never gonna get a job. I just know he not. So she should really go back home to America. I know she gave up a lot, but why stay in South Korea with this bummy man that's not even gonna help you? What's the point? When you could be home with your family and friends, you know? Doesn't make any sense. Then it is Jenny and Sumit, and they're getting ready to go on some like boat ride or something with Sumit's friend. So they go, and Jenny was getting on my nerves because Jenny kept asking Sumit's friend, she's just like, oh, why didn't you tell me that he was married? You had the opportunity to tell me. And I'm like, Jenny, okay, is it right for somebody's friend to keep these secrets? I mean, not really, but honestly, that's not his job. He's not in a relationship with Jenny. It's not his job to tell Jenny that Sumit has a wife. Like, that's his friend, and honestly, friends hide information for their friends. Like, why would they tell you? Girl, what? And the fact that she keeps bringing it up to him, like, oh, and I was devastated and when I found out. Okay, take that up with Sumit. Take that up with your boo, who had a whole wife and didn't tell you. Stop taking it out on his friend. That's not his friend's job. So, like, she was getting on my goddamn nerves. I was just so sad. Okay, so why you back in India with Sumit then if you're so sad? Like, girl, you gotta get it together. Like, I can't. Then Jenny asks Sumit's friend, like, oh, yeah, you're going through a divorce too. Like, how long did it take? And he's like, oh, yeah, 4 years. They asked for a whole bunch of money, and I can't really pay it. And Jenny like, oh, will it take that long for you to get your divorce, Sumit? And he's like, definitely not. And his friend is like, gulp. Like, you already know that this is a lie. And Jenny, they were like, no, and his friend's like, I'm like, they lying. It could take that long. Submit's like, yeah, I'm gonna pay the money, and his friend is like, yeah, if he pays the money, it's gonna be fine. But there's no proof that he's gonna pay the money. And Jenny's just like, I need proof that you were really getting a divorce. And Submit's like, how about we just settle down, decorate the house? Then when we got time, we go do that. Girl, what do we gotta do that? It's not even that serious. And Jenny like, no. So the friend actually does convince Submit. He's like, take her tomorrow, prove that you're getting a divorce. So maybe Submit's not lying, or maybe his friend just don't know if he's lying or not. Because it just seemed like Submit is trying to avoid proving to her that he's getting no divorce. And we know Submit shady. Shady Submit, lying, sneaky, keeping second wives, having a sidekick, aka Jenny. So we'll just see how this goes. This is a hot mess. But that is it for my review for 90 Day Fiance The Other Way, Season 2, Episode 7. I'm not your baby. Are these people getting on your nerves? Are they getting on my nerves? Like, they just bums. Ariel and her mother get on my goddamn nerve. Can't stand them. Yazan and his family is whoa. They are intense. They are rude. They don't even care about, like, compromise. And they can literally control and take over people's lives. Like, I cannot. Jenny needs to get her priorities straight and be mad at the right goddamn person. Get it together, Jenny. And Ji-hoon gonna stay a bum the rest of his life. Like, I have no faith in that man. Man boy. Man baby. Man baby. Yeah, let's call him that. All right, I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.